when you are under pressure as a center back, most likely the team that puts the pressure will not directly put the pressure on you. So they're gonna wanna cover the channels. So your passing options are limited. This is when you kind of have to figure out in your head, how are you gonna play this ball? Are you gonna have to play it long, or are you gonna play it short to someone who you can find the option to? But ideally, of course, we always talk about it, that you have to avoid the square balls. If you are committing for the square balls, that pass has to be very clear and very safe. It doesn't mean that you can't pass square balls. You can pass square balls if you don't know where you're getting the pressure, if you don't know how fast the guy that's putting the pressure on, avoid the square balls. The better option would be to play it to your goalkeeper, of course. A good player who's putting the pressure on will go and block your channels, where one of the player would most likely cover the channel that you can't play back to your goalkeeper, where the other ones blocks the central channel. So the best and better option for you would be to play it to your fullback.
Okay.
Less risky. If you lose the ball, there is nobody gonna bother you, at least anyways. That your teammates won't get mad at you because you lost that ball. If you lose the ball outside, where if you play that ball here, you're forcing that in the central areas, you lose the ball, very dangerous. You might not even have to lose the ball, but you kind of have to think of how can you set your teammates up for success. So when that ball comes to the middle, that teammate has to be very comfortable with that ball. If your teammate is not comfortable and you pass that ball, even though they're asking for the ball from you, you kind of have to use your judgment on it. Put yourself into that situation, right? Most likely, if there is a guy here putting pressure, guy here putting pressure, I won't feel comfortable. Even if I tell you, give me the ball, avoid it. Because if I lose the ball, it's also on you as much as it's on the CDM that loses the ball as well. So what would be the better option for you?
To look towards my fullback.
Fullback or
switch
it. But when you are passing those long balls, it makes the game a bit ugly sometimes. But you have to make those passes with purpose. Which if you're going straight in the middle, most likely the ball is gonna rebound and come back to you. Now you have to defend. If it goes wide, at least the ball is further away and there's so many other players that the opposition has to deal with until that ball comes back to you. Even sometimes that you know that there is nobody there. You know there is nobody on the right wing or there's nobody on the left wing. If you can't find your fullback option, which is the simple option, if your fullback overlapped too early or something, look for those long balls to the wide side of the field. It's very important to not make late commitments in the game. If the ball is coming long like this and you're late for that. As an attacker, I've already set myself up, right? I got the ball. So now you're still coming to me, where you have no momentum backwards. So it's better if you are late to hold. Go a little further back and try to come commit to me and you are late, right? So now I'm facing that way and I can go. But if you are beside me and you already came, right? The tackle is coming, so you come tight. So now I got the ball, now you can make the tackle. So your goal as a center back should be not allow the attackers turn their face to your net. If they already turned their faces to your net, now that means you're late for the tackle, right? So now you hold and you stall. Because if I'm one-on-one with you, if I beat you, I'm gone, right? So your goal, if you are late, should be to stall the attackers so you can get more help. So somebody can come in behind you. So in case if I beat you one-on-one, somebody else can win that ball from me. Most likely, if I don't see the second defender, I will try to go. If I see the second guy, most likely I'll say, okay, well, I can maybe beat the first guy. So your goal should always be forcing the attackers backwards, not forward. Also, when it comes to the headers too. So if you know you can't win the header, why would you go for that header, right? So now you jumped late, you missed the ball, and it goes over, and by the time you land, you recover, you go back, it's gonna be so freaking late, right? So you have to make sure that you can get to that ball for the header or any tackle. Otherwise, you're gonna have to hold. I'm gonna give it to you a bad, so you can't win the header, okay? and try to jump and try to win it. Right?
Yeah.
So now you lost your position. But if you think that you can't win the header, what do?
I would just back off a bit, the striker jump up.
Exactly.
He would think that I would be jumping up as well.
Yeah. So if you watch like some of the really good strikers, like he's not that good anymore, but because I'm Fenerbahce fan,
Dzeko, yeah.
right? I watch Dzeko a lot. You know what he does? When the ball is coming long
Yeah.
for the first time, like from the goalkeeper or something, let's say, he fakes jumps it. So he never intends to win the header. He breaks the center back's position a little bit.
Yeah.
So when the center back wins that ball, well, kind of taps it a little bit with their head. Dzeko's goal is to win the second ball, not the first one. So yes, as a center back, you should never let it go. Like you'll fall for it all the time.
Yeah.
But that's what a smart striker or smart attacker will do to you. Because if a striker is the last man
Yeah.
and you're the center back behind, what would even happen if the striker wins that ball or taps it back? Not much, right?
Yeah.
So you have to be aware of the traps like that from the attackers. If you're committing, you commit 100% and be 100% sure about it. If there's a striker there and that ball is coming to me like that,
Yep.
and that's too late now
Yeah.
to commit. That's when you kind of, yes, you slightly get tight,
Yeah.
but you give yourself that space. Pretend like you're allowing them to,
Go past you.
exactly, but not really.
Yeah.
So then you get, as soon as they're kind of turning, then you get tight. So now they're like, okay, hold on a second here. If the ball is coming really slow towards you,
Yeah.
yes, you can go with the striker
Okay.
because it's late for both of you.
Yeah.
But if it's coming to the striker
With pace.
with pace and the striker will have it here
Yeah.
and you are there,
Just stall.
just stall. Yeah, but get tight though, of course. Like, but it's almost better to not make a move towards it. You're getting the ball, right? So you got the ball,
Yeah.
then I go.
Oh, okay.
Because initially if you go and if he turns around you,
Yeah.
then you are gonna get caught off foot. I made the tackle
And then
and
you
I'm
miss.
too late for the tackle. He can just go.
Yeah.
So idea is not to be late for the tackle. So yeah, the ball is coming slow and then the striker is going towards the ball. You come tight, of course, because now you're 50-50. Where if you're late and if the ball is coming nicely to the striker, now it's not 50-50.
Yeah.
50-50.
100% his.
Exactly, right? It's a good idea to have a high back line because now your offside line is away from your net. But after the ball is played, now you can actually, if you're not sure that you can win it, there's no reason why you shouldn't go back. You're not gonna break the offside anymore, anything anyways, right? Because the ball's already played. So now you can actually go far and actually like make your commitment back there rather than making a late commitment and losing your position.